This girl pretends to be rich and hooks up with a wealthy heir. She scams money from her family to accompany her boyfriend to study abroad. But right before boarding the flight, her boyfriend's family has investigated her thoroughly. All her lies are exposed in an instant, because he hates that his girlfriend deceived him. The boyfriend boards the flight to America alone. He turns his phone off completely. Only then does Cindy realize what happened. Before she has time to process it, her boyfriend's mother calls. She curses her out over the phone, threatening her to never contact her son again. Cindy has nothing to say. With nowhere to go, she checks into a small motel. A week later, she calls home late at night, but it's the neighbor lady who answers. The neighbor tells Cindy her father passed away this morning. Cindy freezes in place, urged on by the neighbor lady. She grabs her luggage and rushes home. As soon as Cindy enters the morning hall, she sees her mother's haggard appearance. She completely breaks down. She deceived her parents for vanity, but she truly loved them in her heart. It turns out her father was diagnosed with cancer long ago, but when he learned his daughter wanted to study abroad, he emptied everything to support his daughter's dream. This fills Cindy with regret. Looking at her father's portrait, she decides to turn over a new leaf. Cindy opens the account book her father left behind. Most of it is money borrowed to pay for her education. Over 10 million total. All debts her father borrowed to fund her studies. She never knew the amount was this large. To pay off the debts, she decides to work in Seoul. Before leaving, she puts the suit shop up for sale. She leaves her mother in the neighbor lady's care. Looking at her worried daughter, her mother gestures for her not to worry. After boarding the bus, Cindy signs "I'm sorry" to her mother in sign language, and her mother responds telling her to take care. After arriving in Seoul, Cindy works several jobs at once: frying meat patties in a sweltering kitchen, serving plates in a noisy restaurant, working as a parking attendant, going to the convenience store for night shifts, only able to eat bread to fill her stomach when no one's around. Every time she finishes her exhausting work, her body and mind are completely drained. Cindy also wants to find a relatively easier job, but looking through all the job postings, the minimum requirement is a college degree. Having failed the college entrance exam twice, she doesn't meet the qualifications. She carefully scrolls through the job listings. Finally, she finds a position with no education requirements, only requires females between 20 and 35 years old. This makes Cindy's heart leap with joy. Cindy immediately rushes over to apply. When she looks back at the buildings down the slope, she realizes where rich people live is always elevated. Just then, a luxury car suddenly drives past her, and the rich girl who steps out of the car is Anna, the gallery owner. She stands at the entrance talking on the phone with a friend, leaving Cindy, who came to apply, completely ignored. Staff members all give her sympathetic looks. As an heiress, Anna's personality is just like this. She never takes anyone seriously. Only after finishing her chat with her friend does she notice Cindy's presence. She just smiles and says sorry, then tosses the resume to the gallery's head staff. After looking over Cindy's resume, everyone is disdainful of her high school diploma.